Hey everybody, it's Mary Susan here from MZ Dance Company, and I wanted to do a little video today to share with you guys at home called Let's Get Ready to Dance, Let's Warm Up. A lot of the other videos that the teachers are giving you guys are following along at home. It's looking awesome, and I thought it would be really fun to add a warm-up video for you. And so you can just go ahead and follow along at home. I'm gonna set it up. I'm gonna do the moves on the floor. There's some standing, and then you can repeat this as many times as you'd like. Just as much as you want to get your heart pumping and get ready to go. One of the things I wanted to say is you'll oftentimes see everybody static, what we call static stretching before class. And what's actually really good for your muscles before a dance class is to get your heart rate up and to get your blood moving so that your muscles are actually what we call warm for class. So we're gonna be concentrating on that, a little bit of stretching, but what we call active stretching. So you can have fun, warm up, and get ready for dance class all at home. Okay, so we're gonna start out on the floor. So everybody likes to start out on the floor. So come on down and get on your knees, wherever's comfortable. If this is uncomfortable for your ankles, you guys can always sit cross-legged or even in a straddle position if that's more comfortable for you. What we're gonna do first is we're gonna take our hands and put them on the sides of our ribs so you can feel right where your rib cage is, or on either side of my tiger. And we're gonna shift our ribs over. Now, if you notice, I didn't fall with my hips. So just shifting the ribs, 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 ribs. Trying to isolate ribs, ribs. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now we're gonna think about going forward with the rib cage. And then I want you to take your fingers, close them around your ribs, and close your rib cage back. Think open forward just a little bit, because I know you all can do this one really well. And then close the rib cage back. Opening it forward and close the rib cage back. Really start to feel this in your upper abdominals. So those upper tummy muscles. Pull in. Let's do 4 more. Reach. Pull in. Start to incorporate breathing into this. Your muscles need oxygen. Closing those ribs. Feeling the work in your back as well. And last one, open and close. Good. Keep those closed ribs and then just sit up straight so you have a nice connection right here. We're gonna focus on trying to find your core a little bit to help you with balance right before you go into a dance class, and then they ask you to stand on one leg, right? So here we are. We're gonna take that same idea of shifting the ribs and we're gonna go up and over and reach to the side. I'm putting my hand on the ground to keep myself from falling. Get a nice stretch in your side. Breathe and then come back up. Make everything that we're doing active, guys. Keep moving through it. Keep moving your body. Stretching all those muscles. Really feeling like, hey, we've been stuck inside. We want to move. Yeah, so stretch it out. Really move. Feels really good. Last one to your side, and relax. Good, shake it out. Now, I'm gonna come down and we're gonna go into a straddle if you're not already there. So, straddle. We don't want to be back here. If you are back here for your flexibility, go ahead and put your hands on the ground so that you can help prop yourself up. If not, I want you to feel those knobby sit bones right underneath your hips and sit right on top of them. That's going to take a little bit of abdominal and a little bit of back work to hold yourself there, unless you're naturally that flexible. I'm not. Now we're going to alternate between flexing our feet. Notice when I flex my feet, I pull my kneecaps up towards my thighs. And when I point, I'm going to keep those kneecaps pulled. we don't want this unless we are trying to do that, right? Okay, so with flexed feet, we're gonna stretch, stretch. Again, this is the ribs, guys. We're moving the upper body. We're starting to get everything lubricated, ready to move, ready to move. Just swaying, kind of feeling it. It's like the ocean breeze. And then we're gonna go up and over to your right and keeping those feet flexed. I want you to feel the stretch in your side and look up towards the ceiling. Coming back up. Shift over towards your right, up and over to your left, and then looking towards the ceiling. Good, back up and shift, up and over. You guys are warming up with me today too, because I'm gonna dance, I'm gonna do some sear wheel, and so we're all gonna warm up together. Now we're gonna point our feet, so point. Same exercise, but keep the point. It's a little bit of a different stretch, a little bit of a different challenge to keep your knees down. Don't let those knees show air. We don't want anything coming through. No trains. Shift. And relax. Now let's actively bend our knees. So we're gonna flex our feet, bend our knees. So it's like I'm pulling my knees up towards the ceiling and I'm pulling my heels towards my hip bones. So I'm gonna pull them up and I'm gonna push down and point all the way through my toes. Notice my toes are the last things. First thing to move are my thighs, knees, ankles, hips, or feet. And then from your hips, go down and point. Good. Couple more times, pulling it in, pulling it in. Believe it or not, this is working on your turnout. And push. We're opening up those hips. Push the knees up, pull them out, and push down to point. Shake your legs out. Woo, shake them out. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is gonna involve some lunges. So I'm gonna turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing, but you guys can face front if you want. I'm gonna take your right foot, put it between your hands, and reach your left foot back. Now I want you to reach through that left heel so we don't get any bent knees. We're not bending our knees just yet. Find a straight line. Knee is over your ankle. And then just think, drop the shoulders, and you can lift up. Find your strength, find your connection in your hips. Make sure we're not sagging. Connect. Find the strength through the heel. This is an active stretch. And come back down. Now we're gonna do a little more of a passive one. You're gonna bend your knee if you can. Don't let it be on top of your kneecap. It needs to be on top of your knee in general, not on your kneecap. Go ahead and stretch forward. And you can even add your hand and push that hip down. This is more of a passive stretch. Good. If you'd like a little bit more of a challenge, you can even bend that knee and hold for a nice quad stretch. Let it go. Coming back. And let's switch our feet. Other side. Now, pushing through the heel, we're going back to the beginning. So nice straight legs, straight lines, pushing, feeling that squareness in the pelvis. Active stretch. Coming down, stretching into that hip. Mine's a little sore, a little tight today. You can push yourself down, over top of your kneecap, not on it. Forward of the kneecap. And you can add your hip hand and push that hip forward. Making sure you're trying to stay square. Really try not to let it get a side view. You want a complete square pelvis. And again, if you want a little more challenge, you can always grab that back foot to stretch the quad. Some of you guys are a lot more flexible than me, okay? So if you feel no stretch here, that's okay. You don't have to feel a stretch in these. Sometimes active stretching can be more about strengthening and getting your muscles ready to work than it is about stretching. So, just a helpful hint. On to the next exercise. We're gonna lay down on our back. Take our hands and don't interlace them. You're gonna just feel like you have little elephant ears behind your ears, behind your head. Don't touch your head. And then you're just going to think 2 inches off the floor, 2 inches back down to the floor with your rib cage. So we're not doing this. Flatten your pelvis, and we're gonna do 16. You ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel your abdominals reaching that way. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Good. Little ab warm up. Take your hands and place them under your bum in a nice little V position, because this can hurt on the hard floor. You're gonna do beats. You can do them in flexed, you can do them in point. We're gonna do both. Ready? Start with flex. 1, 2, all the way up. We're gonna go all the way back down. Go as far as you feel comfortable. If you can't hold it to here, don't do it. If you can only hold it to here, just do that. That's okay. So we're gonna do 1 flexed, 1 pointed version, okay? Let's do it together. Oh, we love our abdominals, don't we? These will help with développés. These will help with your turns, balances, any of those things. This is working that lower abdominal section, as well as your turnout muscles. Here we go. And flex. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, down. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, point. 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and flex. 2. Think about your top of your thighs crossing, not just your heels. And point. One more set. It's like you're going up and down a weird little staircase. The things that go through my mind. Hold it there, flex, beat. 2, 3, 4, 8, and point. You can be up here, or you can be down here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and point. One more set each way. Flex. 5, 6, point. 5, 6, 7, 8, relax. Who's feeling a little warmer now? Because I am. All right. Okay, so the next exercise we're gonna do is a little bit of a cardio. Last thing we're gonna do to warm up. Easy, we're gonna do to the front. We're gonna do some side stuff. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna go down to our lunge like we were, making sure our knee is over our thigh, over our heel and ankle, sorry. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is the last thing we're gonna do. It's a little bit of cardio, just a little. Get our hearts pumping, get our muscles moving, get us nice and warm. So I'm gonna turn sideways again so you can see me. And first we're gonna go down into that lunge that we found. Now, we don't want our knee over our toe. We want our knee over our ankle. So the back knee, as you can see here, is a little bent. Now, I'm going to think up, like I'm gonna step up on a step and come back down. Woo. Try to face forward instead of sideways. You won't fall over so easily. All right, so as you can see, it's a balance exercise. Find the same connection in your hips. You're gonna step up, hold, back down. And up, hold, back down. When you come down, make sure you're in between your feet so there is actually a shift of weight. Going forward and then coming down. Going forward and then coming down. 2 more. Going forward, coming down, feeling it on that right leg yet, squeeze the glute, and coming down. Good, let's switch to the other side. Find that lunge, find your nice balanced pelvis in the middle, and let's go for it. Stepping up on that step, coming back down. Pause at the top, find your balance. Feel like you could stay there all day long. Oh, it's easy. No, it's not. And up, and down. 2 more. And down, and up, and down. Good, very nice. So, hopefully you're feeling a little bit in your hips. Next, we're gonna do a little bit of side to side. What I like to call speed skaters, but they're not really, they're kind of like speed skaters mixed with spiders. Anyway, I'm weird, if y'all didn't know that. We're gonna start here, and you're gonna crawl this way. Reach your hands, crawl this way. No, you can cut that part out, let's see. What was it? So these are kind of like speed skaters, if you think of it that way. So if you can think 1, 2, step, 1, 2, step. Okay, we're lunging, but this time we're side lunging. So I'm thinking releve, releve, plie. See that in the side? Releve, releve, plie. Releve, releve, plie. They don't have to be huge high steps, guys. It's not a dance step. Remember, we're warming up. Ready? So remember, the object of the exercise is to warm your muscles up, not to make pretty bourrées. That's for ballet class. Ready? You're gonna go up, down. Get up, get down. So think stutter and down. Stutter and down. That's what it does. Let me go back and film that again. Okay, very last exercise. Speed skaters, really good for warming up, good for getting you ready to jump. You're gonna go here, and then there's a switch and down. We're going up and down in our levels. So switch and down. Get up, get down. Up, get down. Get down. Really make sure you're plieing, but keeping your knee over your ankle. Really? Accentuate the up with the legs coming together. Four more. 3, 2, 1. Awesome job, guys. I hope you had fun warming up with me. As you can see, I'm a little out of breath. That's good. Hope you are too, and hope you're ready to take dance class. We miss you. We can't wait to see your beautiful faces back in the studio, and just hang tight. Love you all.